Railroad Preserver 2000 here, back again doing another video. And guys, I am standing in the middle of a railroad track. Don't be alarmed. It's abandoned. It literally ends up there. Yeah, so when on my first trip up here to Conway, I walked the entire spur as far as the railroad track that crossed the river. As you can see by this, spur served a power plant. It brought coal in, so this is kind of like what the Athens line hold. This is exactly what they hold here. Of course, the power plant was shut down and torn down, and heck, I actually joked, that hey, this is probably the only trackage on the now ex-Carolina Southern that was still in good condition, because, well, look at the ties. They're still in somewhat decent shape, and the rail could be reused. They could get this rail and all out. This can be salvaged. It's jointed rail, but you can tell, that, yeah, it can be salvaged. It's not like any of the other trackage on the main line, and they are still working to get the railroad here open again. This obviously won't be reopened, but I had an idea for it. I was thinking, if I ever get a chance to talk to any of the employees, why not make this into like a walking trail? They could leave the actual track. They could pour concrete between the rails here and actually weld steel or metal railings where there's bridges. They could weld that to the railroad rails. It'd save them the trouble of having to pour like a complete concrete foundation after ripping the track out. They could keep it. But here's where the track used to go, right here. In fact, that fence there might be the power plant, or where it used to be. I can walk up there and see what there is to see. But here's literally where the tracks end. They cut the rail with a blowtorch. In fact, there's a mark there where they cut it. Let me see. I think this is where the power plant used to be, because you can see this is the road bed here in it. You can see it curved along with the road. Yep, this was the power plant, or where it used to be. It's gone now. It was a coal plant, I can tell. So, I mean, you guys can understand why they tore it down. Hang on, they've got this. Let me see, they've got a thing here, so I don't know if they're going to try and reuse this or what. Well, they only have it to right here, so they don't get mad at me. Corman, RJ Corman, they're the company that owns the railroad. If you see this, forgive me. I know I may be trespassing, but I'm just trying to think of ideas where you guys could keep the old rail, because I find this interesting. There's not many unused rail lines left where the track is left behind, and a lot of people find that very interesting, especially people like me who like to photograph this sort of stuff, because it can make for some very unique and some very interesting photographs. But today, we're going to be going back up to Hamlet. I've got my PowerShot camera with me so I can film trains with it. I'll try to go live there, but if the 4G signal is not strong enough, then I'm not going to stream. Now, I see there's at least one person watching, so let me know how the stream quality is, because I don't know if it's pixelated for y'all or if it's clear, because for me it's clear, and I know that changes when the stream is played back. Train man, Anti-Furry, hello. See, I'm keeping the camera level with my eyes. Only reason there's what do you call it, vibration, is because I'm stepping on ties and whatnot. Now, there was some of the coal. Now see, this could make for a very pretty photograph, the way the track curves and the trees are all causing the light to get broken in random spots. Makes for some very unique photographs. Now this goes for I don't know how many feet. I think it's almost, I think a mile or two. I don't really know. I'm not that good at measurements because I wasn't really good at math, so I mean, forgive me. Hey, this place has grown up quick. I don't remember those being there. And if it did, I probably never saw them. You see, this is like so picturesque. I mean, I don't see why R.J. Coleman doesn't have an idea to maybe make a sort of excursion train for this rail line. I mean, it would work. And they could utilize this trackage here in Conway. They could have the train be boarded here at Conway. Because, I mean, this is literally right in the center of town. So, I mean, forgive me if it's not exactly, if the quality's bad. I can't tell if it's bad anymore because my phone and YouTube being stupid won't let me see if the stream quality is bad or if it's good. That's the problem. And I think these are derailment marks in the ties here. These indentions here, basically on the ties here. I think that's where some cars got on the ground and they're derailed. You can see they go for quite a ways. In fact, there's a tie that's split completely in two. In fact, it's rotted. Now, I did film this once with my camcorder, but let's face it, that thing's quality was terrible. I'm looking to try and get a new camcorder at some point to replace the existing one that I've got. Huh. Well, that's a boardwalk. Yeah, but I figured since we were going up to Mullins again, we figured we could stop by here real quick. Because I know we've always seen a train. Oh, well, hang on, man. Oh, they're doing work to the bridge. Ah, so that explains it. Well, I was going to stop the walk at the bridge, at the railroad trestle that crossed the river, so, I mean, the reason for that is because of how unstable that trestle is. I could see straight through to the bottom of the river. And I didn't know I was standing on the bridge until I saw that. So, I guess this is literally the other end of the line. So, it does continue all the way to the interchange, where it would have had the interchange point with the old Carolina Southern Main line. So, we know that. Another damaged tie there. So they're working on the bridge here. You can see they've got nettings to catch, I guess, any debris. So that explains it then. So you can see the railroad tracks continue that way. They curve and then they cross the river. See, I think there's an old swing bridge the railroad utilizes visible from here. Could be wrong. I like the design of these pillars. They're pretty. I like them. You don't see that with modern bridges anymore, even cement ones. Yeah, if I can't see the bridge, then I'm gonna end the stream unless we go back to the other end where I can continue the walk. If not, then well. The main line goes that way and it curves off. I know I could see the swing bridge, but it was just barely visible. I think, if I'm right, I think you could see it here. Oh, there's water draining down. That was the scale. Well, I thought I'd be able to see the bridge. I'm sorry, y'all. I guess not. Oh well. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video, and I will see y'all in half.